Hello, Gemini, as I fiddle with my hair. Thank you for joining me, Gemini. I'm going to be pulling some cards from the Light Seers Tarot here by Chris Ann because I love the deck. I love the deck, and it is what is in front of me right now. So let me adjust this just a touch. There we go. That's better. All right, Gemini. So if you do not know who I am, my name is Heidi Corona, Spirit Speak Psychic Medium Heidi. That is me, the one and only. And I'm a psychic medium, an energy healer, an animal communicator, a channel for spirit messages, and also a tarot card reader. So I am in service of God, of love, and of you for the general collective of Gemini. If you have Gemini in your chart, sun, moon, rising, or heavily in your chart, if you identify with Gemini, this reading is for you. So please use your own goodwill and free will and good judgment. Use your own free will and good judgment, Gemini, to take it as it resonates. Let it land where it lands in your life. I'm just tapping into the collective here, so there may be multiple messages or avenues, and you will know what theme I'm tapping into and what area of your life this involves. So please just keep your ears perked up. If you're not subscribed to my channel, feel free to do so. Click that little notification bell so you never miss another thing from me. Wow, Gemini, you have some serious stuff going on this month. So this is for the month of November 2022. If you're finding this after November, look back at your November and see how it resonates with you. Once you let's just dive into your cards. I just want to dive in. I want to dive in. I have links in the description box. Check it out, but I want to dive in. Okay, so starting off the month, Gemini, I feel like you're really closing some big chapters in your life, okay? I have two cards for the beginning of the month for you in November. The cards you have are Major Arcana card number 21, the World, and also Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is about mental frustrations, anguish. I feel like you may be closing chapters in your life, or you really want to. I'm telling you what, because you're frustrated with the world. Maybe you're not seeing things as other people see things, or vice versa. Maybe other people are not quite supportive of your new visions with your life, and it's kind of hard to break those patterns. I'm feeling this here with you, Gemini. So I want to dive into these a little bit differently. So you might be expanding your horizons and shedding some of these things that have been heavy on your heart, man, heavy on your mind. You may actually be experiencing some circumstances that are beyond your control but affect you deeply. Okay, so Gemini, I think I've told you this before, but Spirit is indicating right now to pull away from any news, media, heart-wrenching tragedies, these kinds of things that keep us in those loops of, oh my God, I have this bleeding heart, and gosh, this touches me so deeply. I feel so bad for those individuals. Do you see how, like, the world, this is like everyone else and she's untouched, but this person is carrying it all on their shoulders. They're crying their eyes out. I feel like these are circumstances beyond your control, or maybe you're carving out these new healthy boundaries in your life, in your home, in your family, in your job, because you're frustrated by what is going on. You're frustrated, so you're wanting to take some kind of an action. Maybe you closed that door. Let's go ahead and dive into some unforeseen circumstances that you might come into contact with here in November. Major Arcana card 11, the Justice. Okay, so like, wow. Wow. So here I see, I'm frustrated with the world. Things may be going wrong, causing you some kind of anxiety, some kind of panic, depression, some kind of feelings. Okay, maybe this is anger. Maybe you're freaking mad. Maybe you cry when you're mad. Okay, but whatever this is, it has to do with kind of everyone else, not necessarily you. It's not coming from you. I see that here. I see how you want something severed from you. And maybe you're taking legal action to do that. Maybe you're planning a divorce. Maybe you're selling your home. Maybe you're going to be granted some kind of a settlement. This can be literal legal action. This can be fairness, balance, equality. Um, do you see how these are like mirror images of each other? Mirror images. I see this here. Maybe this unforeseen circumstance that you are going to be experiencing in November, it might have to do with this being resolved in a healthy way. Okay, I have to say that, Gemini. I feel like you're fearing the worst here. Oh my God, it's going to be terrible. Oh my gosh, if I assert my boundaries, then everyone will hate me, or whatever this is. I feel this energy of catastrophe, of urgency, of hecticness. but I feel like you may come to a very fair and balanced conclusion, and it may not be nearly quite as bad as you have hyped it up to be within yourself. Okay, so take that as it resonates. I don't feel like it's going to be as bad as you think it's going to be. Okay, these unforeseen circumstances. Now, and if this is those of you who are having frustrations in your home, having to keep those healthy boundaries, maybe cutting people out of your life, you may need assistance with this. You may need legal assistance with this. So just pay attention to what you know to be true for your life and in your heart, to always keep yourself safe and make the best right decisions for yourself, Gemini. As the person who runs your life, that's your job to do that. Okay. And I know that you're feeling quite empowered to do that. I think it's the actual doing. It's like, no, I know what's right and I want to do that. But when the time comes, I have no words. You have no words. I'm holding back. I'm holding back, Gemini. You're holding back. So now that you're going to be, I feel like this could be quick, decisive actions, whether on somebody else or on you. Something's going on, unforeseen. So, what are you bringing in from the past? This is Major Arcana card number 7, the Chariot. The Chariot is about seeing the black and the white and making movement in your life, forward movement in your life, okay? Taking a look at things and deciding to take a new step in a new direction, to follow that journey, to follow that thread, to do you, okay? This is what I see here. You want to do you. In fact, I see some of you guys want to run away. I see that in this card. I'm in with many people here. Some of you guys just want to run away. Like, oh my God, these problems are too much. These problems are too much. I just wish I could leave. I wish I could go. And that's what you're stepping with from the past, is this urgency to flee, fight, flight, or flee. I'm getting this here, especially with the Justice card as well. Okay, but you have other options. You don't have to fight. You don't have to flight, and you don't have to flee. Okay, wait, or freeze. I don't know. You know what those are. You know what those are, Gemini. I'm a real person just like anyone else. So fight. They want me to say it right. They want fight, flight, or fawn. Freeze. Yes. That's what it should be. Those are not your only options, although you may think that it is. Okay. You might need additional assistance or to become a bit more educated in what it is or how to go about doing it, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve here. Now, I want to go into how you're going to be closing the month, okay? Oh boy, I got to show you the beginning first. You should know this. It's already the 6. Take it as resonates to the world and the frustrations. 9 of Swords, right? This is frustrations with your environment, frustrations with your limitations, your lack of being able to go somewhere or do what you want to do. And that could be this, like, oh my gosh, I want to make this plan a reality, but I'm unable to do that at this time. And this is very frustrating, okay? Maybe it'll become a tangible reality. The universe knows what you want. As long as you're not manifesting all these cares and worries that you're seeing on media, right? If you're manifesting your life in the right direction and you're putting that intention and those steps and that energy, even the mindset, you guys, even the mindset, Gemini, and the words that you speak, if you're speaking in that direction, then it's going to come about. That is what you are up to at this time. So make sure you're manifesting from the place where you want to be. So closing the month, okay, you started with the World and the Knight of Swords. Closing the month, you're strong. Major Arcana card number 8, the Strength. You're closing the month strong, fierce, graceful. I have to say this Strength card right here. This lady is strong, but she doesn't have to assert her dominance. You know what I mean? She doesn't have to go the extra mile to prove it, okay? She just knows. She has a quiet strength, a subtle strength. And here's the 4 of Cups that came up with the Strength card towards the end of your month. Now, this can be dissatisfied with your circumstances, not looking on the brighter side of things. You're realizing, wow, I've cut those ties with those people, or I've done this thing to make this action real in my life. And I feel like you feel quite empowered by the moves that you make, but you're not satisfied with the end result. Okay. I feel like you're not satisfied with the end result. That was not exactly what you achieved for it to be. So again, I say to you, please manifest with your pure intentions and do this willingly. Okay. Because you're manifesting no matter what. So ending the month with those cards, let's jump into what you're manifesting. That's what they keep pulling me into. Funny, Ace of Cups. You're manifesting to fill your own cup. This is like the cup of your emotions, the cup of your heart, the cup of love that you have inside of you. And sometimes those things can run dry, especially when we're dealing with this kind of stuff. I cried all my love right out. I cried all my tears, and now my cup is empty, right? So you're manifesting some freshness, some newness, a whole new pattern to your life that's going to be more positive for you, Gemini, for you, not for everybody, just for you. You know what? I'm going to start doing something for me every single day. Gemini, your spirit team is saying something for you every single day. Okay. Just something that you enjoy, even if that's, watching a funny show, or treating yourself with some kind of frozen yogurt or whatever it is. I don't know what you like, Gemini, whatever you like. Allow yourself these tiny pleasures, a long bubble bath, a long walk outside, petting those animals, whatever these things are that light you up, listening to music. These are things that we can do on the regular to keep our vibration high and to keep our mind out of the gutter. I'll say that's what they're saying about this media, or this whatever this worldly stuff is, the stuff from outside of you. It could be in your home, or it could be even outside of your home. Maybe it's at your workplace, maybe it's in the world. Maybe there's somebody that you just hold a grudge against, okay, for whatever reason. You've been hurt in the past and you're holding on to that, okay? So all of these things can make you feel um very unhappy and lower your vibration. Okay, holding on to those things keeps you in that energy and manifests circumstances like that on you in your life. It's called karma. I'll just say that right now. Spirit wants me to say that to you, Gemini. Take it as it resonates, but what you put out into the universe, you get back one way or another. One way or another. So when we're excited, they want me to say this, when we're excited that, oops, someone gave me back extra change at the gas station and I didn't tell them nothing, stupid, I kept it and put it in my pocket. Well, somehow, some way, maybe you'll drop some money later, or your bill is going to be double the price that it usually is. That is how the universe magnetizes the frequency that we are sending out right back into our experience. Okay, it comes back to you. It comes back to you. But I see, Gemini, you're attempting to manifest some newness to your heart, a refreshing energy in your emotional state. Okay, this could be, I want everyone to get along, man. It's really important to me to spend more time with my family. I want to start that new creative endeavor. I'm going to do a Zumba class. Who knows what this is for you? I see that something fresh that you just want to nurture and hold in your hands is you're opening the way for that in your life. Okay. So remember to always manifest with love in your heart. This is something you want to do. This is something that excites you. It's not something malicious. It's not something, I don't know. This is not another chore or an obligation. Okay. It's not a task that you have to do. This is something that you want to do. Okay. And this is what you're manifesting. It's working. Okay. But what have you forgotten? This is the King of Swords. You have forgotten the long term plan, the long term goal, seeing the whole end in sight. And viewing things subjectively. I see the owl here for wisdom, the crow here for overseeing, or raven, it might be the bat, all these flying animals. To look at a larger perspective, like zoom out, man, and look at the bigger picture. They want me to say this, the frustrations that are coming upon you in one way or another, like the manner in which you're receiving that, like those people on the other end have their own issues. So to kind of zoom out objectively and have compassion for individuals that you may not understand, or people who are causing you frustration. Why don't you just do what I say? Why don't you just listen to me? Zoom out a little bit and you might see that that person themselves is dealing with whatever it is that they're dealing with, and just like you, Gemini, just like you. So, taking a look objectively, but again, the king, you have the long term in sight. Okay. You have a plan. You're strategic. You're clever. You're smart. And you're sticking to the plan. I feel like you've known about this for a while. Okay. It takes a while for these feelings to build up within you, for you to finally want to take that step and move. I see you bringing this in with you from the past. And where are you going into the future with this? Seven of Pentacles. All right. You're really planting the seeds of the life that you want to live now. You're watching it grow and you're really focused on the positive, on what your life is becoming. You're focused on what your life is becoming. Which direction is your focus going? Is your life becoming something that you want it to be, or is your life turning into something that you're not exactly happy about? Those are invitations on where your energy and your time can be best used to tailor the plan, to cut away things that don't serve you, to cut away these frustrations or obligations from outside of yourself and even within yourself. They're saying with this Ace of Cups, even within yourself, the things that are negative within you, either about other people or about yourself, talking down on your plans, things like, oh, that'll never happen. Life won't work that way for me. It's only lucky people that blah, blah, blah. These are the ways in which we can self-sabotage, even if we never speak a word out loud. Those thoughts carry energetic weight, and it is in your auric field, and that adds to your own manifestation. So be mindful when you hear those thoughts in your mind or you speak those words out loud. Negate it by saying the opposite out loud. Negate it one way or another, because it is not the truth and you do not want it to be the truth. So stop saying it like it is. When you speak something as if it's true, it becomes that. Your spirit team wants you to know, Gemini, your words are powerful right now. Justice, too. I could say words. You might have a Libra in your experience that you're having words with or thoughts with. I don't know. But this is in the future for you. And I got chills on it right now. The Seven of Pentacles, really focusing on what you're putting into your life and what you're going to get out of it. Where you want to be in the long term. I'm back with this king. You forgot. Where do you want to be in the long term? Sometimes we get so overwhelmed by our day to day that we forget that, like, this isn't how it's always going to be forever. That is what your spirit team wants you to know. This is not how it's always going to be forever. This is temporary. This is temporary. Life is moving forward. Energy moves, and you take steps in that direction, makes it move even faster. Okay. What can bring you down? This is number 10, the wheel, major arcana card. Number 10, the wheel. So what can bring you down? It's funny. I'm like, energy moves, things change. This is about the cycles of life, ups and downs. And I even have to say here, this can be about stripping away energy patterns. I see the white she has here and the black she has here that are kind of resonating away, and out of her experience, she's cutting away the things that aren't serving her. She's seeing them for what they are, and she's no longer in denial about the things in her life. Okay. This person here, she's not in denial. She can say, you know what? This kind of stuff really bothers me. I'm going to let it go. Even if that means I have to go, because I see the Chariot here, the world here. Even if that means I have to go, I need to do what's right for me. I need to call a spade a spade. If I see something that I disagree with, I need to take care of that. Otherwise, those words get stuck in you and then they come out like daggers, Gemini. I see that here. So be very careful. Something that can bring you down is the ups and the downs, the energy patterns. I don't want to have to deal with this. I don't want to have to deal with this. They want me to say this to you. Even if you don't deal with it, it's still there and it's still affecting your life and it's affecting everything else as well. So once you deal with this, then it can begin to heal, Gemini. Don't be in denial any longer. What can lift you up? Major Arcana card number 19, the Sun. This can be about going out into nature, going outdoors, getting out of the house. This can be about intentionally grounding, connecting with Mother Earth if you're on some kind of a spiritual journey. Sitting in the sunshine is great. Going out for a walk. Didn't I say that? This is about happiness. What can lift you up? Being happy. So what brings you down? The times when you're not, right? Because we can have our ups and downs, even in the same day. We can have things happen that just throw rain on our parade. And one moment it's a great day, and the next moment, right? This day sucks. I can't believe this happened. I'm so angry, right? I'm so upset. And these are things outside of yourself. But within yourself, you have the control to hold on to those feelings and run with them and let them ruin your whole day or week or month. Or you can go within yourself, take a look at those feelings and say, okay, the worst part of my day is behind me now. And shift your focus in a different direction, do something different, do something else, change that mindset, change those actions, and you will be right back clicked into that moment, to that feeling, that energetic vibration of happiness that you like to hold, that you like to keep. I feel like you feel most yourself when you're shining, when you're charismatic, when you're able to be that person that other people want to be around. Okay. But sometimes you don't want to be around those other people. I get it. But just remember, some of the people who are catching your backlash are not the people that you intended to, Gemini. Your spirit team wants you to know that 100%. Again, justice. Some of the people who are accepting the backlash of your negative emotions, being withdrawn, even they're telling me, being withdrawn because the sun draws you in. This is openness, freeness, happiness, right? Some people are drawn to you and withdrawing from them just because you're crabby or in a crabby mood. Yes, those are healthy boundaries, but I'll tell you what, those people I can see here almost feel neglected. It's like a wound. Oh, I want to be with Gemini. Oh my gosh, she doesn't want to spend time. She canceled, he canceled, Gemini canceled. I can't believe it. These kinds of things. I see this here. So be mindful of the two sides of you. I gotta say that sometimes you're the sun and sometimes you're not. Okay, it is a good idea to keep those healthy boundaries and let people know when you don't want to spend time, even if it does make them feel a little dejected, which is the message that I need to give you now. But that's because you're so magnetic in your personality. People want to be around you when you're happy, when you're positive. That's why it's so important for you to begin focusing on maintaining your happiness and positivity. If you're giving to everybody else and your cup runs dry, then you're grouchy and no one really wants to be around you, or you them, right? But if you're happy because you're able to eat the foods you like, or the foods you need, you're able to rest when you need to, you're able to do some fun things throughout the day, listen to your music, allow yourself these little pleasures. Like I said, when you're that bright, bubbly person, boom, you're magnetizing more of that into your experience. And plus, people want to be around you, man. Don't be angry that they want to be around you. It's because of your draw, Gemini. So, the overall monthly theme you have here is the Two of Pentacles. What did I say? Goodness, the Chariot you're bringing in from the past. You're standing in this world energy right now, but you're frustrated with something that's going on. You're cultivating the life of your dreams with the Seven of Pentacles here, Two of Pentacles. This is about stay or go, this or that. I'm here right now in this tangible place, but I'm thinking about making this a reality in my life. I might go there, do something different, switch jobs. I might get out of my relationship, pick up a new health regimen, whatever this could be. That is just a thought you've been kicking around in your mind, but now you're going to make it a tangible reality for you. So this is your monthly overall theme. And I've talked about manifesting without the frustrations and the worry. You guys, because I'm telling you, you're either making something beautiful or you're working against that. So being mindful of your mindset and your emotional quality, whether you say the words out loud or not, it matters. It all matters. Clean up the streets of your mind is what they're saying. Yeah, get your mind out of the gutter. Clean up the streets of your mind. It's not necessarily, I feel like I have to tell you this right now. The justice, again, just because you don't say the words, Gemini, doesn't mean that you're not a mean. I don't want to say this. Okay. How do I say this, Spirit? Um, Thinking thoughts in your mind and like negative thoughts about people who've wronged you or people who piss you off. Okay, we're all real people here. Like thinking, oh, she's such an, I don't even know what to say. I don't want to insult anybody. Thinking bad thoughts about somebody else. She's lazy, she's ugly, she's boring, whatever. Okay, we're thinking a negative thought about somebody else, but we don't say it, right? We don't say it. So it's not bad because I keep it inside of me. That still pollutes your own auric field with toxicity and negative energy. Okay. So Spirit is saying, especially with this King of Swords card here, to be more objective and try to give more compassion, because those thoughts that are negative about others, even if you don't say it, it comes back on you. It's making you toxic inside and it's holding those vibrations. So releasing that as best as you can, trying to find one good quality about that individual and overlay it, replace it with the existing belief that you have in this moment. Well, yeah, she's lazy, but she sings really pretty. Like then you can kind of plug out that negative thread and plug in the positive one so that your energy field is much more clean and your manifestations will be much more pure and much closer to what you're intending for them to be. So you are manifesting. That's your overall monthly theme here. Something else to consider. This is Major Arcana card number 13, the Death card. Death and rebirth. Something else to consider. Final endings, man. Sometimes we have to make those healthy choices. I see this. Frustrations, the world, the Chariot. Sometimes we're moving, we're cutting ties, filing for divorce, whatever this could be. You are taking actions. And I feel like, well, I want to take the action, but when it comes down to it, remember I said, I can't move. Sometimes you have to. Sometimes it is a final, definite. I'm taking action. This is it. I'm cutting you out of my life. I can't start anything fresh and new like this new Ace of Cups you're trying to manifest here with being shrouded by the past or being shrouded by an unhealthy present. Okay, so something else to consider is you might be really cutting ties, final ties with something, someone, someplace this month, or they, you. Okay, so be prepared for this. But what I want to show you on this, death is always a rebirth. When one chapter closes, a whole new beginning opens up for you. So when you can get past the shroud of what you're losing, then you can begin to get a glimpse at the beautiful, bright, new, unknown thing that awaits you ahead of it. Okay? So once you're out of one and into the other, look how similar these are, a beginning and ending. She's ending here and she's trying to begin over here. She's trying to make it real. That is what you're doing. And you may need to actually cut ties or take really big, drastic actions in order to achieve what you want to achieve. But I have chills on this for you, Gemini. It's going to be a great thing. Spirit supports you in a positive manifestation with your life. Okay. So final guidance, Ace of Swords. This tells me right here, Swords is mental energies. Her eyes are closed. She's done caring about the world, about other people, about what they think of her. Okay, she's done letting people affect her in this way. And I see that the steps are there. I see that your mind has probably been churning around for quite some time about all of this. And you're just clicking the pieces into play so that you can take actionable steps to get where you want to be. The plan is in your mind. Your spirit team is saying you have all the information. You have the knowledge. It's about actually taking the step to do the thing that you are trying to do, to manifest that, to cut those ties. It's like, but the steps, I know what the steps are, but can I do the steps? Can I do it? Can I take that step? When the pain exceeds the pleasure, you will make that change, Gemini. Final card here on the bottom of the deck, at your heart and in your heart and at your core, 3 of Pentacles. Now, in your heart and at your core, you really want people to work well together. You want people to get along. You want everybody to do their part. You want it to be fair and balanced, like I said. And I want to say this to you, just like I said, this is your unforeseen, surprising circumstances. Maybe it will be. Maybe people will work together much more cohesively or in the way that you would like if you would just speak up about it, advocate about it. But again, not with those daggers. Think carefully about what you want to say and how you want to present this. The plan is there in your mind. Put it together, say exactly what you want to say, how you want to say it. And I believe that you may have some super unexpected results. Okay. You may find out that everyone's on board and they were just waiting for somebody to take the lead and move the group in that direction. So, Gemini, I feel like this could be you. Now, some of these things that maybe you're cutting ties with are, back talk or laziness or whatever, right? These are different things that might plague you that nobody knows about, but it might really plague you. Okay. So speaking up about these things gives the other people opportunities to work well with you because I see that that's really what you want. I see that's really what you want. And in fact, I'll say one more message on this card here. This can also be about a new hobby, a new crafting project, a renovation of your home, something like this. Remember, you're manifesting this Ace of Cups. Maybe you're trying on some different projects or crafting or I don't know, side gigs or whatever this is that is lighting you up, that's bringing you joy. Maybe you're going to meetings or church or this or that, something with other people that's getting you out of this part of your head, okay? This part of your head and is moving you in a worldly direction outside of yourself to really enjoy and have a good time with other people. That is what is in your heart and at your core. I know that that's what you want to do. Take steps in that healthy, positive direction, Gemini. It looks like you have a very beautiful month. I thank you so much. If you enjoyed this video, click that little thumbs up button. That helps me out. And I have links in the description box. If you're not subscribed to my channel, click the notification bell so you never miss another thing from me. And if you want to connect with me on a deeper level, I'm on all the platforms, Facebook, IG, TikTok, and I book private sessions and tarot videos for order. So if you're interested, Spirit Speaks Psychic Medium Heidi, that is me, the one and only. And I thank you guys for tuning in, Gemini. I'll see you on the mid-month.